The General Court-Martial has rejected Senior Counsel Martha Karua and over 30 other lawyers from representing Dr. Kizza Besigye as well as Abeid Lutaale Kamulegeya, citing the absence of written instructions. The group of 32 defense lawyers has refused to continue their proceedings without their colleague Eron Kiiza, who was abruptly sentenced to 9 months in prison for contempt of court. Martha Karua protested the sentencing of Besigyes lawyer, decrying the mistreatment of lawyers.
From Kenya, yes. We have lawyers from Tanzania, yes. We have lawyers from Zambia, yes. They are joining us.
Drama unfolded at Uganda's military court when the General Court-Martial rejected Kenyan lawyer Martha Karua and over 30 other lawyers from representing opposition leader Dr. Kizza Besigye and Abeid Lutaale for lacking written instructions from Besigye. A tense standoff erupted as Karua and her team refused to proceed without their colleague Eron Kiiza, who had been swiftly arrested moments after the proceedings began and sentenced to 9 months in prison for contempt of court. The prosecution, led by Colonel Raphael Mugisha, insisted that only lawyers from AF Mpanga advocates Frederick Mpanga, Apollo Katumba and Ernest Kalibala had formal instructions to represent the accused. Despite an intervention by Besigye from the dock saying that Karua and the others had his full instructions, the prayers were ignored by the court.
We respectfully urge you to grant us audience, which we already have, so that we are able to proceed. The word of mouth before the court from these two gentlemen is better than any written paper. If they say all these are their lawyers, that is it. Yes.
Karua, fresh off receiving a practicing certificate in Uganda Tuesday morning, condemned the treatment of lawyers, especially the recent arrest during the proceedings. She demanded the court proceed without additional paperwork, promising to submit the required documents later, but she was denied. After the standoff, the legal team led by Karua and Kampala Mayor Erias Lukwago remained firm they would not continue without Kizza, who had critical submissions to make.
Of one of the team members. When we come before you, we feel protected by you. But today, that has been violated by the orders. If anyone commits a perceived offense, we expect them to be restrained, not assaulted.
Earlier proceedings had turned chaotic as Kizza was manhandled and arrested while attempting to take a seat reserved for lawyers ahead of the delayed session. Prominent Ugandan opposition figure Kizza Besigye appeared before a military court in the capital Kampala in November 2024, where he denied charges that include the illegal possession of firearms and negotiating to buy arms abroad. Besigye was kidnapped in Kenya and sent back home, where he is being held in a military jail. Besigye and Lutaale will return to court on January 13th for further mention. Melita Oletenges, Citizen TV.